Hello and welcome back to Posh America. My apologies for such a long layoff. Wasn't my intention. Lots of things happened in the last few months. First of all, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Going to do a kind of Christmas themed talk today, but you know, it's a little bit late. It's now January 13th, so here we go. I'm speaking rather than to the normal audience that I go for, which is American soccer fans who I am trying to convince to become fans of the Posh. I'm talking directly to the players today, and I have for you A Christmas Carol. Now, I'm not talking about me singing. Nobody wants to hear that. Trust me, you do not want to hear me sing. However, I am referring to the very famous story by Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. And the idea that I'm going to throw out there to you is the fact that within that story is the exact power that you need at the moment to get over that hump of where you are and where you want to be. Charles Dickens, despite the fact that he lived a long time ago, actually had a really good formula for changing people's behavior. And although a lot of the behaviors that you guys are pulling off at the moment are great and you're heading in the right direction in a lot of ways, there are things that need to change. And I believe the Dickens story is exactly where you need to start off. And if you remember the story at all, Scrooge gets visited by three ghosts: the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas future. And that's exactly where you need to go right now. Because very similarly to Scrooge, you could be heading in a direction that you don't really want to go. So, the ghost of Christmas past, all right? What I want you to do right now, and if you're so inclined, close your eyes and think about your 10, 15-year-old self and your dream of playing in the championship, your dream of being a championship football player, all of those hours that you spent on the field, all of that joy and effort that you put into your particular skills in order to get to where it is that you are today. Think about those feelings. Think about the effort. Think about the coaches who brought you from where you were to where you are today. Think about all the hours that you spent kicking a ball, trying to get better at your shot, trying to get better at your cross, trying to get better at defending, trying to understand runs better. All of those things that you did from the time that you were 9, 10, 12, 15, 16. Some of you are only a little bit older than that. But anyway, the whole entire thing is you need to remember all of that you went through, all of that dreaming that you did over the past decade or more in order to get where it is that you are today. And then you have the ghost of Christmas present. The present that you are in is not particularly spectacular. It's not the worst thing, but at the same time, it's not exactly where you want to be. The relegation zone is not a place that you want to hang out. And also, the results are just not coming. The goals are just not coming. All right. Now, I am not questioning anybody's effort in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that there is anybody that's going to say that you as an individual or you as a group are not trying to get the results. It comes down to a little bit of belief and just putting that mental block out of your head, starting to believe in the idea that you can get the goal in the short term and the result in the longer term. It's a matter of belief because you're going to have all of those little mishaps that come up if you do not believe. And then the third piece is the ghost of Christmas future. And that's the one that really got Scrooge going. And I'm sure that it's one that's probably going to get you going as well, is the idea that in the future, you are going to reap rewards that you do not want. Look at the next 3 to 4 months. And that is exactly where you need to focus, is in the January, second half of January, February, March, April, and then into May, is in order to be the people that you want and have that championship dream that you had when you were 10 years old. In order to get all of those things that you wanted when you were 10 years old, 15 years old, you need to get these next few months right. And that's not an individual thing. Not one man out there can do it, because of the fact that I've seen, as an individual, we see individuals winning battles all the time, but it's that collective unit, that oneness of who you are as a unit, so that you can get the just desserts that you are looking for. The whole entire thing is, I've seen enough games to see that the results are right there. They're right there for the grabbing, but it's a misstep here or a loss of focus there. It's just these small things that are keeping you from getting everything that it is that you wanted when you were a young boy. So remember who it was that you wanted to be. Is this the dream that you had of your championship career when you were 10 years old? Is this how you thought it would go? No, I'm sure that you thought that you were going to be playing for a promotion battle or something along those lines. And that's the thing, is your dreams don't have a whole lot of reality in them. But now that you're here, can you make at least part of that dream come true? Can you bring back some of that belief, that willingness to do whatever it would have taken to get to where you are now? Because once we get to where it is that we think we want to be, we sometimes get a little bit complacent, get a little bit secure or comfortable, where it's where I am right now is okay. And so therefore I don't need to put out that extra bit of focus, that extra bit of effort, that extra bit of whatever. Get a little bit complacent, a little bit comfortable. And the thing is you got to remember that on the other side of mountains are more mountains. There are more mountains to climb. Now that you aren't that 10-year-old boy anymore, maybe now you need to come up with a new dream, not just being in the championship, but being successful in the championship. And then maybe even going for that promotion. I know that this is all a lot, and I am not discounting any of the effort that you're putting out there. Okay. Winning championships, football matches with our budget and all of that stuff, it's extremely difficult. It's not easy. None of this is easy, but it's not beyond you. And that's the thing that you all know inside of your heads. You all know that this is a possibility. So hopefully, just like Scrooge, you are able to turn the situation around and get the results that you're really looking for. Guys, I wish you a Merry Christmas, even though it's a little bit late. Sorry about that. I think you go with Happy Christmas for some reason. I never understood the difference between that. But anyway, regardless, and I wish you nothing more than a successful and happy New Year. Guys, Posh America.